Yet another exciting season of Formula One has begun.
Norris weathers the storm. The British driver sees the checkered flag first. Lando Norris wins the Australian Grand Prix.
And unfortunately, this year too, it's not coming to India. The last time this happened was in 2013, and as we all know, that year and the previous 2 years, both the international circuit was conquered by none other than Sebastian Vettel with Red Bull Racing. It was a spectacle for the history books. But deep inside, what we really wanted to see was an Indian driver on that podium, just like we watch our other athletes winning for India on the global stage. And this guy was as close as we got to having a real chance at watching that dream come true. But unfortunately, Narayan Karthikeyan wasn't really having a great couple of seasons, and after 2013, neither did Narayan come back to Formula One, nor did Formula One come back to India. But that dream is still here. Deep inside, we still want to see one of our own win races and championships. So what's stopping us? What's holding us back? Welcome to White Metal. Let's talk about motorsports. The history of motorsports in India is almost as old as cars themselves, going more than 100 years into the past. It was a time when cars were a possession only kings owned, and they were all mostly Fords and Rolls Royces. So to generate interest of elite Indians in automobiles and prove their feasibility in long distance travel, in 1904, the Western Motor Union organized a car rally from New Delhi to Bombay. Blessed by Lord Curzon, the then Viceroy of India, some British officers and Indian elites drove 1300 kilometers in what is called the first car rally held in India. After the Second World War, multiple motorsports clubs sprang across the country. Calcutta Motorsports Club, Madras Motorsports Club, and Karnataka Motorsports Club was some of the pioneers of motorsports in India. In the absence of racetracks in the country, they used decommissioned airstrips to organize races. The Sholavaram airstrip in Chennai is known as the birthplace of circuit racing in India. Similarly, the Barrackpore airstrip in West Bengal and the Jakkur aerodrome in Karnataka were also used to organize races by these motorsports clubs. The most popular cars used in these races were modified versions of the Fiat 1100 or the Premier Padmini, Standard Heralds and Hindustan Ambassador. And some extremely wealthy people raced in imported Jaguars, MGs and Triumphs. In the 1960s and 70s, rallying became more popular than circuit racing. India's diverse and challenging terrain was perfect for rallying, and rallying did not need expensive state-sponsored infrastructure like circuit racing. The Himalayan Rally and the South India Rally became some of the first popular rally racing events. All of these motorsport events were organized by independent motorsport clubs across India, and all of them set their own rules. So to standardize the rules, regulate and ensure safety, the Federation of Motorsports Clubs of India was founded in 1971. FMSCI was eventually recognized by the FIA as an authority on Indian motorsports. There was also Motorsports Association of India and its long battle with FMSCI, but that's a different story for another time. With governing bodies in place to standardize motorsports across India, many national level racing championships took birth, like the Indian National Rally Championship. Established in 1988 by the FMSCI to standardize rally racing across the country, it brought multiple regional rally races like the Karnataka 100 Rally and the South India Rally under its umbrella. Over the years, it has become the most prestigious rally racing series in India. JK Tyre National Racing Championship. Launched in 1997, JKNRC became India's most prominent circuit racing series focusing on developing young talent. It introduced many categories to make affordable entry points into motorsports for aspiring racers. And even today, it continues to act as a breeding ground for future Formula and GT drivers. And the Formula Maruti. Formula Maruti was India's first budget-friendly single-seater racing series designed specifically to nurture young talent. It used lightweight open-wheel race cars powered by Maruti 800 engines and offered an affordable stepping stone for more advanced motorsports. These national championships were crucial in shaping the careers of drivers like Narayan Karthikeyan, Karan Chandok and Arjun Maini, some of whom went on to compete in Formula One, the pinnacle of motorsports. something you and I can only dream of. Now, let's talk about India's stint with Formula One. In 2008, Spiker F1 team was facing a severe financial crisis. And this is when Vijay Mallya and the then director of Spiker F1, Mikhail Moll, decided to buy the team for 88 million euros. And this team competed in the 2008 season after being rebranded as Force India Formula One team. Even though the team started at the back of the grid, it showed potential. And in 2009, Giancarlo Fisichella put the car in pole and finished second in the Belgian Grand Prix. Constantly putting up a fight for points, Force India became a midfield powerhouse. And in 2011, Subrata Roy, through his Sahara India Parivar, bought 42.5% shares in Force India for $100 million. The team was then rebranded as Sahara Force India. The team was doing great for itself. By 2017, Sahara Force India had secured 4th position in the Constructors' Championship twice in a row. But during the 2018 season is when their troubles started. Both of our bad boy billionaires had found themselves in deep financial and legal troubles back home in India, and that affected the team too. During the Hungarian Grand Prix, the team was put into administration to allow it to operate until it found a new owner. The team was then acquired by a consortium led by Lawrence Stroll, and Force India became Racing Point F1, which in 2021 became what we now know as Aston Martin, thus ending India's stint with Formula One. But it begs the question, was this really India's stint with Formula One? Just how Indian was this team? Now, credit where it's due. During his ownership, Vijay Mallya served as director and team principal of Sahara Force India. The team also made a massive multi-million-dollar deal with TCS to improve its CFD capabilities and aerodynamic efficiency. And even though the team didn't have a permanent seat for an Indian driver, they regularly involved drivers like Narayan Karthikeyan and Karan Chandok for testing and promotional events. They also supported a lot of Indian talent in the lower tiers of motorsports. But does that really make it India's team? Before Vijay Mallya bought the team, it was Spiker F1. Before that, until 2006, it was Midland F1 Racing. And before that, it was Jordan Grand Prix team since 1991 when the team was really founded. It was someone else's team before Vijay Mallya bought it, and it became someone else's team after Lawrence Stroll bought it from Vijay Mallya. While it operated on an Indian license, it was based in Silverstone, UK, where all of its R&D took place, and the majority of its drivers, pit crew and engineers were European. Its roots were never tied to India. Is that how we want Indian motorsports represented internationally? Just some rich guys buying a struggling team, put some tricolors on the livery and put the car on the grid with European drivers? Local car meets and races are a great opportunity for you to socialize with the motorsports community. At these events, once you're done obsessing over the expensive stock cars brought by the rich guys, you'll find ordinary people like you and me who took an ordinary car and made absolute monsters out of them. This is where you'll find the real motorsporting talent of this country. When we attend local and national motorsports events in large enough numbers, the media starts to pay attention. We all saw how much Drive to Survive helped boost F1's popularity. More eyeballs means more investment, both from the industry and from the government. With strict rules around car modifications hindering the performance car ecosystem, the government has a big role to play here. And if there is enough international attention, it looks like the government is willing to make those investments. The Gujarat government plans to build a brand new FIA Grade 1 circuit in Gift City, Gandhinagar. Scheduled to open in 2028, this will be India's second FIA Grade 1 circuit, with the project costing a total of 10,000 crores. But that's not enough. Imagine having 2 Formula One racetracks and not one Formula One team racing on those tracks. We can do so much better than that. Through motorsports, Indian car manufacturers have a real opportunity at building a legacy for themselves. If we could just bring enough attention to motorsports, making it mainstream, it might just inspire them to build an actual performance car and prove their might on the track. In the middle of a country full of people obsessed with SUVs, there are still some people who crave for good performance sedans and hatchbacks. Who knows, the next supercar that drops everyone's jaws might come out of India. up there in the same league as all the Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and McLarens. Just like German, Italian, and Japanese engineering, Indian engineering could be a thing. Our cars can become a source of national pride. All we have to do is just pay attention. I know I sound like a dreamer, and the things that I just said may sound a little too far-fetched, but I think it's time we ask ourselves, what's stopping us? Because we are a country of 1.4 billion people. It's not impossible. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.